Guys, this is Jen from worldofjencraft.com, and this is just a quick little video on how to create this sweet but simple card using the Still Scenes and Snow Globe Scenes dies. This is a bundle that's in the holiday catalog. The paper that I used is the Let It Snow Specialty Designer Series paper, and it is such a cool paper. It has glitter on a good majority of the paper. So what I did is I just took my little snow globe die and just kind of picked out whichever snowman I wanted to use with it, but thought I'd kind of go through that paper real quick and show you what it looked like. It's super cute. The other paper that I had noticed, which I hadn't noticed before, is this one too that you could also use to use for this card as well. So super cute. Oh, yep, there I wanted to kind of show you the rest of the paper, but just absolutely love all these colors together. There's something about the pool party and red together. The other supplies I use are the Stampin' Glitter, the Snowflake Sequins, the Snow Globe Shaker Dome. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite things. Memento ink just to stamp out the sentiment. The sentiment did come from a different stamp set because once I got done with this, I didn't have room for the sentiments that came with the set. And I'll go over all of the dimensions for the card once we get going on this. So right now I'm just going ahead and kind of place where I want to put the little cutout window for the dome. And so I just kind of played around with it a little bit and figured out where I wanted to place it. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this on top of my magnetic platform for my Big Shot. And you have to excuse my plates. They're really super old, but they still work. So, you know, why replace them and get new ones, huh? I'm just going to throw this through the Big Shot. I do have finally broke down and got the Brothers Scan and Cut. And while I absolutely love that, I do like my Big Shot still for some of my smaller projects. So once we have this placed, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my pool party cardstock. So the Whisper White is 4 by 5 1/4. The Pool Party is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that down into the center because I know that's where I'm going to put my dome. And this was a step I did not do the first time I made the card. I made a lot of mistakes that first time, but this one, it came together pretty quickly. This was another thing that I learned. Do not put that in the dome itself because then you have a really hard time adhering it to the card base. So I just threw it all on top of my little snowman. That just made it easier for me to be able to adhere my dome back onto it. It was quite the hot mess trying to figure out how to do it. So I guess you kind of learn from your mistakes the first time and generally try not to repeat those again. So I'm just going to remove that little adhesive backing off, and that'll just stick right down to my cardstock on the back, and then it'll do the same there. Now I did forget to adhere it down, so I went back and put my snail adhesive. So at least it'll kind of stick down. And then this piece, I originally had it cut to 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Yeah, 5 1/4. And of course, it ended up being too wide for the area. So I did end up cutting it down to 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Yep, it was just still a little bit too wide for it. So this is not the new Stampin' Up trimmer. I still have the older one. So that's just one more thing I will eventually invest in. But so, okay, I finally got this to fit perfectly on there. And I'm going to go ahead and put my little base to my snow globe. And that is, once again, part of the dies that are on this. And I'm just going to wrap my little ribbon around it. It's called ribbon, but it reminds me more of like just a really, just a yarn, actually. It's just kind of thick enough, and it's super soft, too. And I liked the way it ended up making that bow. It turned out pretty sweet. So I'm going to throw on some dimensional tape, foam tape, just to kind of have it up and off of the card a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a little bow. I just love bows. I forgot how much fun I had playing with ribbons and you know, the twine and stuff. So that's just gonna get stuck on with a little glue dot. This card actually came together pretty quickly. It was you know, it's pretty simple. I've seen some amazing designs using this suite. So if you have a chance, maybe YouTube or you know, go on Facebook and look at some of the other designs that are made with this set, because they are just absolutely beautiful. But for my first card, I thought I would just keep it simple and sweet. So all of that's going to get adhered down to a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5. So 4.25 by 5.5 will be my finished card size. The sentiment, like I said, it did come from a different company, but I thought it was kind of sweet. So that's our card. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later with another video.